Good Friday morning, everyone. I hope this finds you very well and living your very best life in Jesus Christ. You know, there are moments in our lives where we are confronted with the shocking realization that our life certainly has not gone as we planned. Nancy and I have had many of those moments, but of course the most tragic one, the one we remember the most, is when our son, Kevin Lee, died. You see, we had it all planned out. Kevin was married, he was going to get healthy, and then he and his wife would have grandchildren for us to spoil. We'd made our wills, our insurance policies, and pretty much everything in our lives based on the assumption that he would be there in our old age and would go on to outlive us both. Then in the span between one breath and another, it all changed. And our carefully thought out plans fell in sharp shards at our feet. It was tough to accept, especially in the midst of our grief, and we had many moments of questioning God through tears as to why this had happened and what are we going to do now? You see, no amount of wishing it were different was going to change it. Over time, though, through a lot of faith and tears, God helped us, especially me, but Nancy also, to accept that although we couldn't change the circumstances we found ourselves in, we could change how we reacted to them. I realized that I've been given one life to live, this life, and I could either continue to allow adversity to overcome my happiness, or I could embrace God's promise of abundant life and make it a reality in my own life. And that choice was mine, and it still is. In John 10:10, Jesus explains that there is a thief who seeks to kill and steal and destroy, but Jesus also declares that he came to earth so that we could not only live life, but live it abundantly, despite the thief's intention. His exact words are, I came that they might have life and have it more abundantly. That's John 10:10. Here we see the contrast between the destroyer of happiness and the giver of joy. Jesus was explaining he is the answer to experiencing the best life possible, whatever life throws at us. He is what gives our lives meaning and joy. Choosing to learn to love my life, even though it wasn't the life I had always imagined, was really the best choice I ever made. It wasn't always easy, but as I intentionally chose to let Jesus be the source of my joy, even in the midst of less than joyful circumstances, my perspectives and feelings changed all for the better. The life we have today and all it includes or doesn't include, is the life that God's given us. It's the life we're supposed to love despite what it looks like. And it's the only life that we're going to have this side of the grave. We can live it abundantly with joy based on Christ alone, or we can let life pass us by as we allow problems and disappointments or circumstances to steal our joy and, frankly, our will to live. Psalm 16:11 in the NKT says it this way, You will show me the way of life, granting me the joy of your presence and the pleasures of living with you forever. I have learned that no matter what we go through, loving life is a choice we make every day, not a byproduct of everything that's coming our way. Our peace, our joy, our contentment, and our fulfillment all depend on the choice we make every morning. I have found that through Christ, it's not only within my reach to love my life again, but to live it abundantly. And that is 100% in my control, as it is for you this morning. As I've said about many things in our Christian life, in the end, we're the ones that control it. We're the ones that control our attitude. And in this case, you're in control of how you see your life. I've said it before also. I suggest that you choose wisely. I hope you make today a fantastic day. I want you to know that I'm here should you need me. And I love you all.